Team! I thought I'd just give everyone a quick overview of what just happened in the last week for me. Essentially, long story short, I was on some antibiotics and my entire body reacted to them really badly. So there was a 1% chance of this happening to anyone, and it happened to happen to me. Of course. Now, what happened was I got my entire immune system wiped out by these antibiotics. Now, I'd never been on these particular ones before, and there was no reason for me to react to these. It just happened. So it's not the antibiotics' fault. It's just that they didn't work for me. Now, what it meant was that, I was really, really unwell. Fevers and cold sweats and things. Now, what was happening was my immune system got taken out. So blood tests showed when I went into the emergency department that, I had very few my white blood count was really, really low. My lymphocytes were really, really low. And my neutrophils were really, really low. So I got shoved straight into isolation because if I'd picked up any bug, I would have had a hard time fighting it. And then I got kept in isolation until they tried to figure out what was going on. Initially, they thought that, they didn't actually know. So initially, they had no idea. But come the evening, one of the doctors had done some research on the antibiotic and found that, yes, there was this bizarre 1% chance that it could actually do that to my immune system. The other thing it did was it reduced my kidney function. So my kidneys weren't functioning as well as they could, which was another weird reaction that this antibiotic could have given me. And then, it wiped out my white blood cells. So what was fascinating from there, and this is where it gets really, really cool, is I was taken off everything. So no antibiotics, no anything like that. Even the doctor was awesome. He said, hey, I'd just like you to drink your own water rather than us putting it through an IV line. I said, thank you. I would love that too. So I wasn't plugged into anything. Had a line in my arm, but that was just in case shit hit the fan. And then, I got to drink my own water, and it was legitimately up to my body to try and rebuild itself. So what I did was downregulate. So I did my meditation, I did all my breath work that I know of, and I did my best to sleep with as well as I can. So I've spent the last 5 years studying sleep, studying downregulation, teaching myself to downregulate, teaching myself about being calm and being as healthy as humanly possible. I was very lucky. I had Roy come and cook me all these meals. So he brought me proper nutrition because what they were going to feed me in the hospital was Weet-Bix. So he did that. So I had my fuel covered, veggies, meat, fat, as I know. I did everything in my power to downregulate, and by downregulate, that's where you go rest and recover, so you can rest and recover. And by the next day, my white blood cells had already risen. So they weren't at the minimums, but they had already gone up. So that was incredible. So the antibiotics had come out of my system, and my white blood cells had already increased. Then I was just kept in isolation a little bit longer to make sure that I wasn't going to pick up anything, and they were happy for me to go home. I had to stay safe and make sure I wasn't going to pick up any type of bug, but other than that, it was fine. And so that's why I've just been a little bit absent. And I got a blood test, not yesterday, but the day before. And my blood cells have not just increased to the minimum level, they have gone way back up to what is normal for me. So I've got a vast history of blood tests and what is normal for me. I am back at my normal levels. So what I wanted to say is that what we are doing to our bodies in this place at 09 Thrive, Reebok CrossFit 09, is 100% legit. I have just recovered at a phenomenal pace, and I put it down to how we prescribe to fueling our bodies. I put it down to how fit and strong and resilient we are. And I put it down to all of the amazing things that we practice with our breathing and our nasal breathing. And yeah, and sure, okay, maybe I go above and beyond than most of us, but what we are doing is awesome. And I never thought I would be in that situation. I never thought I would have something like that take me down, but I did, and I've legitimately recovered so incredibly quickly. So still being mindful, but other than that, yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Walk through those doors, because honestly, it is making you a more bulletproof human. And I've just been the rather hilarious but not funny science experiment on that one. But who better person to do it? So there you go. 6 minutes filled you in on what just happened over the weekend, and not planning to do that again, and have got it in nice red writing that I should never take that antibiotic again. So yeah, all good. But yes, listen to your bodies and keep coming, because honestly, you are building yourself a more resilient body to anything that might happen to you. Awesome. Thank you so much for all your love and support. It's been phenomenal, and I will see you all in the gym.